In 2026, you're going to hear a sentence that sounds smart and works like a sedative. That's impossible. People will say it about technology, the economy, their health, the country, their future. They'll say it about homelessness, as if tens of thousands of human beings sleeping outside is a weather pattern instead of a system we built and can rebuild. That sentence is usually not a fact. It's a decision dressed up as realism. Most impossible claims are not about physics. They're about comfort. They protect an old process. They avoid the risk of being wrong in public. Innovation does not care. It has never waited for permission from the people who profit from the way we've always done it. So here's the frame for 2026. In the realm that matters most, human effort and human invention, impossible is usually optional. Not because the universe is kind, it isn't. Because impossible is often just an unnamed constraint. And constraints can be named, tested, negotiated,
When someone says
and redesigned.
impossible, I hear one of three confessions. I don't know how. I'm not willing to pay what it costs. I don't want accountability if it fails. All three can be addressed. None require a funeral for the idea. Now, the energizing part of 2026, the distance between idea and impact keeps shrinking. Tools are faster, prototypes are cheaper, knowledge is more accessible. Teams can build in weeks what used to take quarters. A small group with discipline can outmaneuver a large group with ego. That isn't hype, it's leverage. And homelessness demands leverage because it isn't one problem. It's a pipeline of failures: housing supply, placement speed, mental health capacity, addiction treatment, eviction prevention, discharge planning, and a coordination problem nobody wants to own. When we call it impossible, we are usually protecting a constraint.
But leverage cuts both
ways. In 2026, the most dangerous innovation will not be the one that fails to launch. It will be the one that launches without restraint. We are moving into a world where intelligence becomes infrastructure, embedded in workflows, medicine, logistics, classrooms, creative tools, and the quiet machinery of government and business. That means two things at once: more capability, more consequences. So a useful definition of innovation for 2026 is not new. It's new, scaled, and survivable. Survivable means it still works when reality shows up, when inputs are messy, when people misuse it, when someone tries to break it on purpose. It fails in ways you can tolerate and recover from. That is the standard now, not a demo, not a promise, not a keynote. Will split the room. Some will say impossible, then wonder why they get past. Builders will ask, what has to be true? What's the real constraint? What's the 30-day test? What are we calling technical because it's political? Progress doesn't come from confidence. It comes from clarity. Retire impossible unless you mean physics. And even there, science doesn't abolish constraints. It earns better ones. For everything else, say what you mean. We can't do it this quarter. We don't have the data. We need a rule change. We're scared. Honest sentences create plans. Impossible creates excuses. So pick one impossible you've been carrying. Name the constraint. Design the smallest experiment. Set a 30-day clock. Measure the result. Adjust and run it again. That's how impossible dies. Not in a speech, but in a calendar. 2026 won't belong to the loudest voice. It will belong to the builders who stay curious, stay accountable, and keep going long enough to turn not yet into done. God bless you all.